welcome to the Bishop Museum Ichthyology collection. And Rich and I are going to give you guys a quick tour. So come on in.
So this is the Bishop Museum fish collection. Brian and I are fundamentally fish nerds. We're fish nerds first before we're diving nerds. And we got into fish, both of us, at a very young age. And this represents sort of the Mecca, the holy place that Brian and I, aspired to, we dreamed about as young kids. Not just because it's a fish collection with lots and lots of dead fish. Maybe we can walk down so you can get a sense for how many dead fish we keep in here.
Walk down the aisle, clear aisle.
Yeah.
But it's the largest collection of coral reef associated fishes in one place in the Indo-Pacific. And it's very Indo-Pacific focused.
So it was built by a guy named Jack Randall, John E. Randall, who was essentially the greatest ichthyologist in history, the greatest fish scientist in all of history. He found more new species of fishes than any of his predecessors 200 years earlier, even though they had a 200-year head start. And Brian and I both sort of saw him as the guru of all the things that we were passionate about, and that's why we were both drawn to this collection where he worked, and he basically built this collection. You pick up almost any one of these jars and you'll see his name, J.E. Randall, on the label as the collector.
Oh, Pat Collin.
Ah. Well, he was a pioneer too back in his day.
He was also a rebreather pioneer.
That's right, he built his own rebreathers, yeah. So we have not just specimens in alcohol, but we've also got dried specimens like those porcupine fish. We've got sharks. We've got, the back wall here. Yeah, I'll get past you.
So if you think of the fish collection as sort of a library where researchers can loan fish or check fish out when they're doing research, this back wall represents the first editions. So these are all what we call holotypes or type specimens of fishes, which are the actual specimen that a scientific name is associated with. So these are our most valuable fishes here.
And what you see here, all the ones with red ribbons, are what we call holotypes. They're like the main, as Brian said, the standard bearer for the entire species. And because Jack Randall had discovered and named so many new species of fishes, what you see here is not even all of the new species he discovered. This is just some of the new species he discovered building his career. Brian and I have a few of our new species up here on these shelves too. But this is the part of the collection we have to be most careful about protecting.
Yeah, and then there's some on that shelf too that are going to make their way over here.
Yeah,
right.
We've got more new species.
Yeah.
That shows a big tube.
Oh yeah, back here. I'll take you guys to the back here where we keep our specimens that are too big to fit in jars. So we also keep sharks and tunas and barracudas as specimens, but then we also have the original megamouth shark in this bin back here.
And that's a life-size to within an inch of what the shark was when it was alive. Its tail has been digitally reattached. Its tail broke off when when they hoisted it out of the boat. They caught it in. But yeah, that was not just a new species of shark when it was discovered in the 1970s north of Oahu, but it was a whole new family of shark, which means a whole new kind of shark nobody had ever seen before. So that's one of our most prized specimens, because not only is it the first one of that species, genus, and family ever collected by science, but it's also the holotype of the species, the genus, and the family as well. So it's a very precious specimen.